Hey, welcome. I wanted to jump on and quickly chat some astrology. Um, Obviously, it is the new moon. Happy new moon. And I wanted to get a little bit into the particular placements here and just wanted to give a heads up. Just because, of course, right, the new moon is usually a point in the moon cycle that is rather accented and the energy is rather intense at the new moon as a reflection point of the full moon. And in this particular case, it is in the sign of Pisces. And so this is a quite significant time overall. This is the last zodiac sign in the wheel. So we're looking at the 12th house, we're looking at the element of water, we're looking at the element of Neptune and Jupiter. So both Neptune and Jupiter are direct and they're both in the sign of Pisces. So this is intense. This is a lot of Pisces energy. It's not only the sun and the moon, right? It is also its two rulers. So in tandem, gravitating around that sun-moon conjunction. So it's rather exciting, guys. The energies are definitely sort of called different. I don't know if you've been feeling it, but yeah, it's like a it's a transformation period as well. I'm sure that you feel it's in some capacity in your life wherever you have, especially Pisces in your chart. There's this kind of, it's like this energy of something flowing over. So yeah, but I want to pull up the ephemeris. Give me a second here so that we can get the transits meanwhile. And if I'm on pause, that's okay. I'm just looking at the ephemeris meanwhile, so it pauses my face. But I think you could still hear me. So I'm seeing 4-4 here everywhere. So today here, March 2nd, 2022, we have the Sun sextile Uranus. That was right around midnight. More or less, except, for that particular placement, we have Mercury conjunct Saturn. Wow, interesting. I actually wasn't aware of that. Okay, glad we're looking at this now. Mercury conjunct Saturn. Okay, so this is where, space is very much becoming, magnified. Okay, with Saturn, and this is a channel message, by the way. These download messages that I'm getting. Saturn is about sort of the conversation that is, relating to what is seemingly important, right? Saturn doesn't mess around with anything that's not really so-called important, anything that doesn't really have a meaning in the long term, in terms of what it sees itself manifesting. So Saturn is that sort of point in the birth chart for everyone as well, where we take that shit very seriously, and that's something that we usually will also be tested on from time to time, and we will come back to the point of, okay, in cycles, kind of come back to a certain conversation point of periodically back and forth throughout the lifetime, depending on where, again, you have Saturn, depending on where you've got Cap overlying in your birth chart. Usually we will take that energy seriously, right? Saturn is the house as well of karma, and it does rule, right? What happens, what transpires over so-called time and space. So it is a conversation that we may intuitively take seriously. It's almost like impulsively, our impulse with Saturn energy is to just be very, very upfront and serious with that conversation. So when we have Mercury here, you might find that you're sort of having even this feeling or sensation that you'd like to take something quite seriously. Whatever it is that you have sort of coming up, even as a thought, as an idea, it may be that it's relating to something that you feel may have a lot of potential as well down the line. Now, this is a placement that's kind of like no nonsense. It's like, we're not here to really mess around, okay? Like, it's time to just really also be brave about how we present, okay, our story, and to ourselves even, okay? This is a time where we may get kind of like sober now with our thoughts in relation to what we really feel has potential, like looking at something like, okay, is this really like gonna make sense for me down the line? Okay. This is interesting though, because of all the Neptune energy seamlessly integrated in this particular moment, with here Neptune and Jupiter ruling the new moon and ruling the sun, obviously with the new moon, the sun and the moon, also ruling Neptune and Jupiter itself, being in the sign of Pisces. It's like Neptune is very, very different from Saturn. Neptune is about, like, well, we don't really know what happens. It's about our imagination, okay? And Neptune in the shadow can really be a space of illusion. of not wanting to see boundaries, not wanting to have boundaries, and not feeling, you know, really the distinction of what one feels and what another feels. Whereas Saturn is very much like independent, self-reliant. I will do it in my way. Like, I am going to just rely solely on myself. Sometimes it's too much boundaries with the self, right? That is at times Saturn energy. So it's interesting right now. I think it's actually good because I think Mercury conjuncting Saturn is keeping the fort, okay, when it comes to those really strong, otherwise really otherworldly energies of Pisces energy. So yeah, it's interesting, guys, when it really comes as well to your projects of life, what it is that maybe, you know, is a creative inclination of yours. You might seriously get very involved in it now, okay, as well. And anything related to creative writing, and I'm hearing employment. Interesting. My nose is going crazy right there. Yeah, there could definitely be something as well. When it comes to, for some of you, finding new ways of so-called, you know, integrating, for some of you, I'm hearing your audience, okay, your life is changing. I hear it like this. This is a very specific message. This is a very, very particular message for someone. Your life is changing, okay, when it comes to how it is that you integrate maybe even your conversation with your audience, and when it comes to hear your lifestyle. So the way you so-called also, for some of you, how you connect to your finances will also change, especially with this Mercury conjuncting with Saturn. There might be new ideas, things that you just realize, like, that's also not practical. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then you move into a new sort of line of thinking, even when it comes to what inspires you. So also like applying certain ideas and visions. Now, guys, thank you for tuning in. And how are you guys feeling? I want to get into the chat. Let me pull up the ephemeris again. Yeah, so the new moon will be around 12:35 p.m. Now, the intensity is that we have Mars conjunct Pluto on the 3rd. This is, and Venus, right? Hours later. A little more than a few hours. It's about 6 hours in between those two conjunctions, where it will go exact. And so Mars and Venus conjunct Pluto. This is hot and heavy. Okay, a lot of energy here. That's going to be tomorrow, though, on the 3rd, a day after the new moon is official. So, but for the time being, we have, you know, this new moon around 12:35 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is on March 2nd. And so, you know, there may be things that you sort of like have, you may be having downloads. You may have just like a very strong sense of intuition around this time as well about certain things here. So, and so that's very exciting. Let's see what else. The moon will go void of course. This might be a time where you want to just kind of like, you know, just kind of be aware. We usually talk about the void of course moon in members, but I'm feeling guided to mention this here. The void of course is in Pisces. This is a time where we really want to kind of really, you know, think about what we're doing and why we're doing it. I hear it like that. It's interesting because it begins exactly at 4:04 p.m. and it basically leads up until 8:00 p.m. So we've got a few hours of that void of course. This is, again, March 3rd, Thursday, tomorrow. And so, yeah, so, oh, guys, if you can't see me, I'm on the ephemeris, so don't worry. Mars conjunct Pluto, yeah, and so, being the catalyst for Truth 611 says the gang stalking feels heavy right now. And so, well, it can, right? I mean, and the thing is that you are always on your path. It doesn't matter. Okay, really, what's going on is going on. People have made their decisions karmically. It's not going to be affecting you, okay? Like, in other words, if you have been in the light, you have nothing to worry about, okay? Yeah, you're guided, and you're making your decisions. You're keeping on your path. There's definitely a lot going on. I mean, we've got a Mars-Venus conjunction within Saturn, and this is in the extremely karmic energies, you guys, right? Being the sign of Capricorn. We've got Saturn ruling this conjunction and this Venus retro that has been, and it's clearing on the 6th, about the 7th, okay, from post-shadow retrograde. This is karma, but it doesn't have to be yours. And so that's where you really say, well, okay, I can observe that someone's experiencing something karmic, but it doesn't have to become my story. Like, that person is going through something, maybe you've even realizing that maybe they, you know, whatever it was, it's not your story anymore, right? So I think it's about clearing cords and really kind of getting clear on, all right, this is not me, you know? They can do what they want, but it's not me. And so, yeah, I think like at the end of the day, like it's just so clear and so obvious what is real for you, okay, in terms of what draws you in and makes you feel inspired and makes you feel, that's the barometer. And I think we're having less and less conversations about what, needs to feel right and where things should go and who should be who and what happens. And it's about the frequency. And so things that are not in alignment, like we said this before in other astro charts, it's gonna just dissipate and it's going to be removed from your life, actually, is what's gonna happen. So take a look at the next few weeks. See who is slowly, removing themselves from your life, quote unquote, who is kind of like disappearing, and who is being brought back into your life. Okay, that's a great indication of what's real to you, and look at how you feel. Look at how that interaction makes you feel. And usually, if someone is really not there for your best interest, you'll probably feel better and lighter once that person leaves the building, on an energetic level. And that's what's happening. People are leaving the building and some people are coming into the building. So the soul contracts are being all figured out here around this Venus conjunct Mars and conjunct Pluto. This is where, people who have been in the dark, it's getting dark for them. Let's just say it like that. And we've been saying this. Well, we just zoomed. We have been saying this. Spirit wanted that really accented. Well, let's clear it. Spirit is in control here, in other words, and it's nothing to worry about. We have 4 right there on the clock as well, 11 right there. This is not for you to figure out. And so a lot of what's going on, there's a lot going on. We're not going to say, but I think Spirit is just not making a big deal. Like, I don't see any warnings here with the Venus, Mars, not at all. I don't see warnings. This is not you. This is another conversation. It's going to get hot and heavy and heated. For who? For people who have not been in the light. People who have been abusing their so-called power. That's who it's getting dark for. That's who it's getting nasty for. And you may be picking up on that, but I really don't think so. You're shielded from this for the most part. And whatever, keep doing your shadow work. But this is, there's a lot of observing. But I think that we are definitely, we're far enough from the conversation that we know who we are in relation to it. So hopefully this is helpful. Yeah, clarity, absolutely. It's like there's this fog, like, lifting. It's just, but, right, of course, right, keep heating your intuition, clearing your aura, clearing and grounding. This is exciting. The moon will then move into Aries on the 3rd. So keep your fort and don't worry about people who are trashy. I'm hearing that as well. People are trashy and you know it. You're trashy and you know it. And so, you keep doing you. Like, it's not going to ever be you. So don't let anyone ever also make you feel bad, make you feel guilty for where you've been at and where you're headed to. If they were shady, then that's them and that's their story. It's zooming, really? Interesting. Really? I wonder why. Here we go with the zoom again. Yeah. Right. So take it as a clue, guys. Like, you're definitely also being watched, by different entities, but you're guided. You're absolutely guided. Your starship is watching you. Your starship, your starseed family is watching you. And even if there are some creepy reptilians, who still, wanna rendezvous every now and then, even on Astro with you, you're guided and you're totally moving forward on that. Let me just restart this real quick. Right, Chris says, if you're trashy and you know it, clap your hands. Yeah. So 333. So no, it's okay. Like, let people throw the party with balloons, candles, and cupcakes that have their name on it, and let them feel that this is real to them. It's all good. You do you, boo. You do you, boo-boo. Okay, now, is it zooming? Is it zooming? Like, I feel like, honestly, like, lightworkers have, like, departed. We have departed, and we're not coming back. Like, we are not gonna be, returning to that terminal. I don't care what. And so what's going to happen is the conversation is getting more and more faint and more faint. And we're just honestly, we're just phasing out. We are phasing out, and it'll be so distant at a certain point, well, we won't even hear it. We won't even hear it. So, yeah, that could be a metaphor. Let me restart this again. What in the frick? My lip, gloss be zooming. My lip, gloss be zooming. I'm hearing Monty Python. Could be a particular message. Yeah, some of you, like, I want to pull some cards on that, actually. I feel like some of you, throat chakra, yeah, some of you, like, you definitely letting go of some people. I'm hearing he was a jerk. I'm hearing that. Okay, like, I'm hearing she was a jerk as well. It's like, whoever it is, I see someone with a beaded bracelet. You know, you're letting go of these people, and they're feeling it. They're feeling it. And it's not just you. I'm getting the download that they are... It's still zooming. They're getting their karma from different angles. So, most likely, if you're like, listen... You trash. I'm hearing that. Oh my gosh. Like, you dumped him. You dumped it. It's over. It's over. They're feeling it. They're understanding. Like, I'm seeing, like, I'm hearing Enrique Iglesias is, like, not feeling like your hero these days. You know, whatever it is. Okay? Like, you know, he's looking back on his days, whatever. He's looking back. He's having nostalgic moments of, like, you know, I could have been her hero, and, like, I wasn't. And it's not just you. They're facing their karma, I'm getting, from all kinds of different angles. Okay, I'm hearing financially, all this shit is hitting the fan for yeah, I mean, and so, light workers, it's like, we took our flight, okay? It's bad, that's basically it. But we're definitely watching shit go down. Let me restart this, like, damn, like, for real? For real? Hey guys, what about now? Hey. Now, I'm getting a little bit of a warning here for some. Like, I'm seeing, like, I'm seeing, like, we're all, like, light workers, we're on this flight. It's like, sometimes we still get service. It's funny. It's vision spirits bringing forth. It's like, sometimes we'll get, oh, like, we'll still have service, you know? Even after you ascend, it's like, your phone sometimes still catches the signal. Like, you may still get a call, you know, like, holla back, like, from someone still at the last gate, alright? I'm hearing it like this. Yeah, I'm seeing a dark energy frequency here. Like, they're still trying to be a part of your life. They're still trying to be a part of your world. Okay? They're literally, like, you may get their phone call, okay? It's like, I'm seeing, like, bring. It's like, they want to still feel like they know you. I mean, they want to act like they know you. But I'm seeing that this is someone who is, like, calling. I see so clear the vision. Like, imagine, like, all light workers. It's like a Teletubby vibe. They're, like, on this airplane. They're like, woo! It's like, they're all like, yeah, we're moving forward. And, like, I'm seeing, like, some people, they pull their phone out because they're hearing, like, a ring. Now, guys, like, who's on the flight is who's on the flight. Okay? I mean, pretty soon, if you don't lose signal, you're gonna lose signal pretty soon. Okay, if it's already not that you've lost signal, in other words, you're going to, yeah, it's going to be getting really clear, like, more and more clear, but not their voice, okay? It's going to be clear the conversations you're actually having with the people actually around you. Wow, that is, whew, I'm going to meditate on that. Let's clear the ground, yeah, this is So we're not going to be talking on the phone anymore. To, like, yeah, I'm hearing homeboy, I'm hearing that homeboy, I'm hearing Iglesias again, I don't know what. This is someone who, you know, was trying to be, like, you know, attractive to you, but, like, from across the miles, but, like, he wasn't really showing up. I'm hearing that. This could be a metaphor, guys. Like, I mean, yeah, someone trying to only connect with you on Astral, especially if they were tugging on your aura and, like, draining your force field. Oh, honey. We don't even know if they will be taking a flight. They may be left behind. I'm hearing that. I'm seeing a pirate here. Let's clear the underground. I don't know, guys. Love and light. But there is a moment, and I think, like, yeah, it's gonna get more and more obvious, like, that moment when, like, you're having a really good time with people who you really connect with, and then you're getting, like, a phone call, and it's just the vibe changes. It's like, who is this? Like, who is this? You know? Like, it's gonna get obvious, like, if someone actually resonate, if they align with you. So right now, like, I don't see us looking back, guys. I feel for the most part we're very clear on who we are wanting to engage with, and those conversations are going to get louder, and that's that. But you definitely want to keep grounded, for sure. But, yeah. I just keep getting like a little visual of like some people like, whoa, it's like while they're like having fun on the flight, it's like bring bring, it's like a little phone call from the terminal. But bro, I didn't get on the flight. I mean, you know, something like that. Like, yeah, I'm hearing we could have had it all. Now, for some of you, like, I just don't see this being a warning. I'm getting from spirit that this is not like gonna be like a huge like sappy moment in love song. Like, let's think about it. Like, even if you have, it's like, wow, I got service still up here. Damn. Okay. If it's, again, like I said, like if it's not, you may be able to talk for like 20 seconds max. It's like the service is cutting, honey. We're raising our vibration. We're ascending. We're gonna pretty soon have some turbulence. Okay, I gotta go. It's like, yeah, you know, you're moving in a hot ass new direction. This is for some of you. So I'm very excited. I would look at where you got Leo in your chart. Definitely look at where you've got Leo in your chart. That's going to be where this magic sort of comes through for you. Very exciting, very exciting. Let's clear. Where is Leo for everyone in this chat, by the way? I'm just curious. And do you guys feel like you're releasing things, like letting things go? Like, oh my god. Nelly says, oh my god, I've been picturing him with an eye patch. Bro. Throat chakra, whoa. And heart chakra. Connected. That reminds me of, ooh, let's clear the heart chakra again in throat chakra. I want to say heart chakra, then I say throat, and vice versa. So there's something going on. I'm thinking back to that reading with the pickled eyes, it was the dill pickle chips, something. It was a few months ago. So now someone's sitting across a big long table from someone. They were like creeping them out. Had a haunted mansion vibe. Someone was like a doctor or something, a surgeon. They had like pickled eyeballs like in their kitchen or something. I don't know what. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, it's weird. I don't know. But anyways, so, but yeah, right. It's like they're not messing with you. That's what I'm saying, Star. It's like, you know, like I think the most is like, it's like a bring bring. Okay, like it's like one. You may even, let's get honest. You may even, I'm hearing trill. Take it as you will. You may pick up the phone even, and it's like call failed, like right then. And spirit is, it's just not, the vibration cannot withhold anything that is not going to help you ascend, and that's that. Things that won't be empowering your vibration in your new direction, it's gonna fall away, and they're getting their karma right now. And trust me, you don't want to be around that person, is what I'm hearing as well. I have to be honest. We've talked about this. Yeah. People are getting their karma in scary ways. Let's be honest here. So if you're not around someone, there's a reason, and just trust it. And around them in the sense of, you know, it's different if we're not talking just physical. Like you could be, you know, it's about how you feel. Like, am I getting closer? Do I feel like we're making progress emotionally, energetically? Okay, psychically, do I feel like we're on a better plane here with one another? You know, are we clearing karma and you're getting ahead? Or is it, you know what I'm saying? You will know where you stand with that. So if something was very karmic and it wasn't really in the light, you'll see it. That's the point. You know, like all these so-called, like, I thought this was like meant to be. I'm seeing like for some of you, like someone was trying to tell you they're your twin flame. I'm hearing that. Now, I'm not saying that there isn't such a thing as twin flames, but I'm saying that there can definitely be manipulation on all front. I mean, you know how many people, guys, like, reptilian frequencies will come in. My nose going crazy right there. They will come in and they will try and create some scenario, whatever it takes, okay, to have you, you know, I'm tasting something bitter on my tongue right there, to have a connection. So if I see right now, you're gonna see like who is really so-called, like if you do feel like someone is your twin, like you're gonna see it. So yeah. But I'm just saying, like, some kind of weird fraudulent energy when it comes to this concept. Like, if someone has been in any shape or form, and we could apply that to anything, really. I mean, even, like, I'm hearing, like, so-called spiritual gurus, people who are, like, asserting themselves as, you know, they're gonna be, like, exposed, is what I'm saying. But, like, maybe for some, like, it's not gonna be up to you, it's not gonna be important how it's exposed. They'll either just fall off the map, they'll phase out, you won't hear from them, just kind of, yeah, so now, how are you guys doing? What's going on here? Yes. Right, Britt. And I think that it's getting to the point where, like, honestly, spirit is just pulling. It's like, it's a yank. It's a straight yank. It's like, you're out. You're out of there. You're not going to be dealing with his karma. I'm hearing that, yeah. I don't know, spirit is just straight up yanking us out of those situations, and it's just so raw and it's so real. And yeah, I mean, just wait till Aries. I feel for those who have been believing in, yeah, their madness, okay? Especially people who have been like manipulative and thinking that they are going to get some sort of, okay, gold coin, yeah, for what they're not doing. I'm hearing that. Oh boy. Because it's going to get very serious when we get into Aries season, where Mars is going to be ruling, and those who are in the light, we're going to be getting a boost. Right now it's the spiritual downloads, and then in Mars season it's going to be the actions. 444 right there. Yeah, we're going to be getting, light workers are getting a boost. So this is what's coming up. Heads up, you're going to be, for some of you, many of you jumping into the, really getting out into the spotlight. Okay. Some of you are going to be really active, physically active, going out, being really in the public light. For some of you, huge, big time. So your life is going to really change, and it's going to just flip and turn. A lot of things are going to turn around. So yeah, you're not going to even, it's not even going to be, it's like, I totally forgot about that. It's kind of vibe with whatever was not in your best interest. So, and even with you, maybe it's ideas that at one point in time you thought that's a great idea, or it was a project, you're involved in something, and something you're involved in, and you decide it's not for me. So, but yeah, guys, very exciting. It's a new moon, and it's clearing the root chakra, sacral chakra. Yeah, so definitely like see who also comes, crossing paths with you. Especially after Venus goes clear, because this is a huge indication. Around the 6th, 7th, oh boy, definitely see who comes into your realm. Okay, really strong soulmate vibes, guys. Like, very strong soulmate vibes. Very strong soulmate vibes here. Let's clear in the crown chakra, in the third eye, down left side of the body, yeah. So, and some of you, you are definitely in the light, and there are people who know that about you, and they're, I don't want to say they're jealous, but like, we talked about this, like, what is jealousy really? It's like, jealousy doesn't really exist. It's more like, oh, it's like they're in a mode of ascending. They're in ascendance, and I'm not activating my potential. It's not really about you. It's more the reflective energy to them. So it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. And yeah, so just keep moving on your way. Yeah, interesting. So do you guys have any reunions coming up, like, around this time? And I feel like, I'm getting this vision, like, maybe at first it was really uncomfortable, like, maybe you're like, you know what, I don't know, like, I just feel like I don't want to be here anymore, like, I just want to make this shift in my life, and I just want to make this shift, and that's it. And you kind of did it, and in the moment, you're like, I don't know really what this is for, like, the purpose of why I'm moving in this new direction in my life. But then it's like, I feel like, especially once we get to Aries season, like, it's just gonna get clearer and clearer, like, wow. Sometimes, like, we don't know why, or maybe even what. Maybe it's something like I'm going with the flow, Let's just see, like, what leads to what kind of energy. But yeah, yeah, so it's quite exciting. Yeah, sapient medicine is great. Definitely, like, listening to binaural beats for sure can really, like, clear out, like, it can just be a great buffer, having that extra layer. Like, I would personally listen to Zoomanji entity frequency clearing music. That's on Entity Sapien, and I would listen to that, like, at least once a day, guys, because that's like an alert. Like, that's like putting a sign outside of your door saying someone's here, like, no, you can't just bust in, okay? So you keep that energy frequency, going. And that's personally, like, that's something that but it is, not necessary for being necessary, but it is very helpful. And so spirit guides want to underline the use of music, binaural beats, and obviously diet, and making sure that the majority of your you know, your activities and your thoughts are encouraging a positive, empowering vibration for yourself and others. And so yeah, and it is about how it makes you feel. So it's not just like, I mean, maybe you listen to entity frequency and you're like, I don't, it doesn't empower me. And then that should be your answer. So it should be how you feel about any one thing, right? I mean, if you're like a vegan, because it's like, well, Bob and Jim and Sally are like all vegan, and so maybe I should, you know, but then you're not feeling like it's your decision, and you're not feeling in a way, you know, then yeah, I mean, so be authentic to you, be honest in that space, but this is a general video, and that's a very fine line, you know, I mean, definitely you want to use logic as well. It's like, but clearing and doing detoxes, but talk to your personal practitioner. Let's clear it on the right side of the body entirely. Let's clear up and down the right side of the body. Let's clear up and down the right side of the body, all the way down, all the way up through the crown chakra, all the way down through the root chakra on the right side. Wow. Yeah, there's something that, you know, you're gonna also like see, I see it like this, and there's not gonna be any more debate. So wherever your logical mind has been kind of like obsessed with understanding something, we're unhinging from that, especially as we move into Pisces. And we're going to be moving more into this realm of, okay, I feel it, let's go for it. I'm gonna just put this into emotion. So yeah, especially in Aries, we're gonna get into the action-oriented, yeah, of Mars. So you guys, thank you for tuning in. We're gonna get into other readings. Love and light. Keep grounded, and we'll see you in the next videos. Bye.